Hello everyone. Good evening here, and thank you all for joining me on this YouTube live. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Let your friends, let your family, let everyone that you think it will benefit from this video, let them know that we are live. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to get international scholarships to over 30 countries using the IFD pathway. So I've been getting a lot of questions on Instagram, emails asking about the IFD. So tonight's video is going to be in two parts. We're going to talk about what the IFD really is, and then we're going to talk about how to, maximize the IFD to get scholarships. So if you've been thinking of traveling abroad to study, you've been thinking of getting, an international degree, it's not limited to only the United Kingdom, even though I'm in the United Kingdom. So before we go into today's videos, please can you like and share this live broadcast? Let's like and share. I can see one person came in. So let's like and share this live broadcast, and you can leave a comment as well. So you can post a comment and let me know that you are here. Let me know that you're here. So if you're here, say hello. Say hello. Post a comment and let me know that you're here with us. Okay, cool. So welcome everyone. If you want to let me know where you're watching from, it's a live broadcast. So you can see me live, you can ask your questions and get real-time answer to your questions. It's not a pre-recorded video, it's a live video. So it's me here in front of you to answer all your questions, lots of questions that you may have. You want to know what the IFD is all about. I'm here to explain to you. So please like and share this live broadcast and comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, I'm going to go straight into the topic, and I'm sure when other people come in, they will join us and we will have a recap. So we'll go straight into the topic for today, which I'm sure you can see on the title of this video. It says already that we're talking about the IFD. So the IFD, for the benefit of doubt, those that are just hearing for the first time, is the International Foundation Diploma. So I'm going to share screen and I'll do like a short presentation to talk you through what the IFD is, talk you through the requirements, talk you through the course program itself and how the course is going to be delivered, the course duration. I will answer all the frequently asked questions with regards to the IFD, and how we as Grammatorial will be delivering the IFD, and what support we will have in place for our IFD learners, the support we have in place. So many people asking from overseas, from the United Arab Emirates, from the Kingdom of SA. People have been asking questions. How can we partake in this course? How can we join this course from other countries? So these and many more questions I'm going to be answering today. So please make sure you come with your questions. I want so many questions. I want us to deliberate. I want to make this live session as interactive as possible. And I want to also get feedback from you guys. So you're all welcome. Thank you for joining us. Pascal, please, if you can type, post a comment, let us know your name and let us know where you are joining from. So I'm going to share screen to present. Please do let me know when you can see my screen. I'm just going to pull up a PowerPoint presentation for the IFD, and I'll see how I can talk us through that presentation. Okay. So whilst I'm sharing the screen, I'm bringing up this presentation. It will be very good and very useful to know who we have here, where you're from and, what you think about the IFD, or if you have any questions on the IFD, please do well to put your question in the comment section and we will answer your questions. So I'm pulling up the IFD presentation and I'll talk you very quickly through the IFD course itself before we go into the meat of today's gist, which is how we can leverage on the IFD to get international scholarships. So I'm trying to share screen. I just hope it works today. I think I've tried it. It's not coming on. It's a PowerPoint presentation, so I may need to save it. I'm thinking maybe I need to save it as I may need to save it as a PDF because it's not coming on as PowerPoint, or maybe I need to just share it on my email if it doesn't come on. So hang on a minute, guys. Let me try something else and see if it works. Okay, I'm going to do something else. I think I figured out a clever way to do it. So I'll just go straight to email and share that with you guys. Okay, so if you let me know when you can see my screen, just, give me a thumbs up. Let me know when you can see my screen. If you can see, the NCC presentation, just let me know. Just give me a thumbs up. Hello, weight loss journey. Thank you for joining us. Pascal, please, can you let me know if you can see my screen? Can you see my screen now? Yes. Okay. So people have asked questions like, oh, what is the NCC? The NCC is a course that is produced, accredited, and awarded. Sorry, the IFD. I beg your pardon. The IFD is a course that is accredited by NCC UK, NCC Education. It is an Ofqual regulated awarding body, the NCC Education. So started by the UK government many years ago in 1966. They developed qualifications and they expanded to offering these qualifications overseas. So they also partner with UK universities. So what that means is that if you do one of their qualifications abroad or overseas, you will get a guaranteed entry into a UK university or any other partner university if you successfully complete their program. Okay, so this is the body, the awarding body for the IFD. The IFD is not a course that Grammatorial Education wrote herself. We didn't write this course. We are just delivering the course in partnership with NCC Education. So I'm going to show you in a minute what the certificate would look like, and I'll explain to you everything about the course in depth. So just be patient, just be patient and take time, take notes and ask questions as much as you can. So the IFD is a level 3 education for higher education. So what that means is that with the IFD, you can progress onto, a bachelor's degree. If you're thinking of switching career, like I posted earlier, maybe you studied accounting or you studied law and you have a sudden change of mind and you say, oh, I think I want to do computing, or I think I want to do nursing, then the IFD can actually be your springboard for your career change. Okay, and also you can use the IFD if you have been out of school for so many years. I have someone that was out of school for 20 years. They did their over 20 years. They did their what we call secondary school leaver certificates, or your WIEC certificate, or O levels. They did it in the 90s, 1998 or thereabouts, and now they're thinking of progressing to do a higher degree. So the IFD could actually help such people, could springboard adult learners from where they are and help them to prove credibility to the visa officer when applying for a student visa, to say, yes, I have studied a course, I understand the rigors of, studying for a UK qualification, and you meet the requirements and you prove to them that you will actually be able to study for an undergraduate degree after being out of education for so many years. So this is what the IFD, these are some of the benefits of the IFD. So it's not only for 16-year-olds, it's not only for secondary school leavers, it could actually help career changers as well. So someone that did not study sciences, for example, you have no science background in university. So apart from your secondary school, when you did biology and some of the science O-level subjects, maybe you progress to do an art or a commercial subject. And now you're thinking of, what can I do? How can I switch to maybe the health sciences, or how can I switch to law? So the IFD can actually be your springboard to also change careers. So if we look at these two benefits of the IFD, number one, helping career changers to make an informed choice to switch their career to their desired careers. And number two, helping adult learners or matured learners that have been out of school for many years to, come back into education. And if I want to add a third advantage or third class of people that the IFD could benefit, it would be what you call just secondary school leavers. So people that have just finished secondary school a year, 2, 3 years ago. So it could also benefit such people. So now let's look at how the UK education system works. It's quite different in the UK, in the USA, in Canada, in Australia. It's quite different. Their method of education or their curriculum is slightly different from how it works maybe in India or in Africa or in some Asian countries. So the British school, for this purpose, I will be using the British system because the IFD is actually a British qualification. So the British school system has 13 grades. Many international students would have completed 12 years of education before a UK university will require a foundation, or what we call an access course. So assuming you were to come and study in the UK with your secondary school leaver certificate, your O levels or what have you, you need to do a foundation course, or what we call an access course. Or if you wanted to switch from accounting to nursing, you need to do an access course before you can be granted, a nursing degree. So the NCC education with the IFD will bridge that gap, will help you, will take you from a point A to point B. So that's what the IFD does. It takes you from where you are to where you want to be. So assuming you are somewhere here and this is 20 years, after you graduated from secondary school, and you want to get to the UK, you want to get to the Republic of Ireland, you want to get to Canada, or you want to get to the USA, Australia, New Zealand. So what the IFD does is that it acts as a bridge. It acts as a bridge. Okay, so many people get their study visa denied because they do not meet, irrespective of whether you meet the financial qualification or the financial requirements, you have the money in your account. If you cannot prove credibility that you really can undergo the rigors of an undergraduate degree, in that particular country, the visa officer is going to deny your visa. So what the IFD does is that it acts as a bridge, to take you to where you are. So you're getting an international qualification right in the comfort of your home country. You're getting a UK qualification in your home country without traveling to the UK. So that by the time you now want to cross over to the UK or to whatever country of your choice, you have that IFD acting as a bridge, taking you to your desired destination. So if we have any questions, I'm also looking, so I'll check the chat box. Make sure you ask your questions. Don't wait till the end. Just keep the questions flowing as they are coming to you. So now the structure of the course is that there are core units, so very compulsory units. So these core units include, developing your what? Developing your advanced English language skills, developing your English for academic purpose, your study and communication skills, your culture studies, your foundation mathematics. Okay, so you need to have basic mathematics. That's why they call it foundation mathematics, because I know some people will hear mathematics and they will say, wow, I thought I would never get to do maths again. But it's just the foundation, elementary mathematics, so to say, like secondary school mathematics. Then you have a choice of up to two, courses from the elective units. So if you want to go through the computing pathway, you would choose the introduction to computing and programming. If you're going the business pathway, you can choose the business and accounting and finance. And if you're going through the engineering pathway, you would choose further maths, physics, or chemistry if you want to do chemical engineering. And then if you want to do health sciences, or you want to go through the natural sciences, you can choose chemistry, biology, and one other. So choice of two, so chemistry and biology with your core units. So these are the courses that you will be studying. And you can see that there are some units that are exempted for students that have done IELTS. So if you've written your IELTS and you scored 5.5 and above, so you're going to be exempted from doing the developing English language skills, which is 30 credits. So your total credits will be 120 credits, and your qualification time is 1,200 hours. So guys, just hang on. I'm going to go to the scholarships. But before I discuss the scholarships, I think it's useful for you to understand. You need to understand what the course is all about before we start to talk about how you can leverage the course to get scholarships and to also get other advantages for yourself. So now let's look at the entry route. So you have entry route to university courses. So your university progression from this course, over 70 universities worldwide, not only the UK. So you're going to have access to universities all over the world. And if you decide to apply to any UK university, you will be applying through the UCAS or directly through their international office. And grammatorial education will guide you through that process as part of your course. So you've paid for the course, and we're going to be guiding you through the UCAS application. Through your application, we'll be supporting you. So you can apply to universities globally. You can continue on to an NCC education degree. For example, you can do the level 4 diploma in business or computing. So these are the pathways and the progression ways you can follow. So if I just scroll down to some of the universities that you could get into, in Australia, you see we have several universities. CQ University Australia. I'm going to talk about the scholarships for these universities in a bit. In Canada, you have some universities. It is not limited to these universities, but these universities that we have put together are universities that NCC students or students that have done the IFD have progressed onto. So these are universities that we can say are familiar with the IFD course, and if you apply, they will know what you're talking about. But by all means, you're not limited to only these universities. So you also have Ireland. You have universities in Ireland. You have quite a lot of UK universities. Of course, it's a United Kingdom qualification. So you have a whole lot of universities that will accept you from the United Kingdom. And then you have guaranteed. So the ones in red are guaranteed entry. So on completion, successful completion of the course, you are guaranteed to get into these red universities written in red. And of course, the United States of America, you have several universities, and I'm going to talk about scholarships to the US for undergraduates in a bit. So the different pathways for the level 3, the different pathways that you could follow, like I've said so many times, and I will repeat again, is you could either go through the mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, computing, forensic computing, accounting and finance, business management, law, hotel management and tourism. You could get on the health and sciences courses, nursing. That is after, when you're applying for your undergraduate degree, you could get into, all these different courses. It's not limited to only those that are there. So now I'm just going to stop sharing for a minute, and I will see if anyone has a question. So please let me know if you have a question. Does anyone have a question before I proceed into the scholarships that are available and the different scholarship routes? So you can type questions. Pascal, can you please type some of our frequently asked questions? I think we usually have some frequently asked questions on the IFD. If you could please type them just for benefit of those that will come and watch this video later. For those that are not here at this time, let's take some frequently asked questions as well. So without wasting much of our time, I'm going straight into the scholarship opportunities. So I've subdivided the scholarship into different regions. So I'm going to talk about the scholarships available to UK, if you want to travel to the UK, so UK universities. I'm going to talk about scholarships available in the USA. I'll talk about Australia, and I'll see if time permits to talk about the rest of Europe. So if you want to take your pen and if you want to take your paper, because I'm not going to really be sharing into all the different web pages, it's quite a lot. So I will just be mentioning them. And Pascal, if you want to drop them in the chat box for anyone that is not catching, because I have to go very fast now. I'm looking at the time. So for the UK, you have Simmons University. They offer full tuition to undergraduate students. Now I'm going to full scholarship. So tuition, they will give you tuition, they will give you boarding, and they'll also give you stipend. So it's actually a full package. It's a full package, okay? So you're not going to get this information anywhere. It's a lot of research to bring this out to you. But I just want to help you make an informed decision that these are the benefits, these are the things you can leverage, because the course is an international qualification. It's standardized, and it's actually a UK qualification. It's globally recognized. I don't know if I showed you what the qualification you get would look like. So did anybody see what your qualification would look like? I'm just going to go back and share it again so that you can actually see the qualification. You see what you're buying, you see what you're getting. So it's not just something that Grammatorial is giving you. Hello, Kathy. Hello. So we're talking about the scholarships now. But before we delve deeper into the scholarship, I'm just going to share screen and show you what the qualification looks like. So this is what you're going to get at the end of the day studying, for an IFD program with Grammatorial Education. So if you can see my screen, please just signify. Let me know if you can see it, because it may come faster my end, and I'll just want to keep talking. So can you see my screen? Okay, so leave a chat for me in the chat box when you can see my screen, because I'm looking at my phone. Okay, it's just come through on my phone now. So let me know if you can see my screen. Yes, that is it. Now, yes, so you can see what your qualification will look like. So that is your qualification. So once you finish the IFD, you're going to get a qualification that looks like that with NCC Education, who are the awarding body, and then it's going to state Ofqual regulated. So it's an Ofqual regulated qualification, and it's going to state the name of all the qualification and the signature of the chair of the awarding body. So that's what an IFD qualification looks like. So it's not going to be a Grammatorial. We are just delivering the qualification. Sometimes people ask about the price. Why is it so expensive? It is, a UK qualification, and we're actually trying to bring the price down. So before I go into the price, I'll just stop sharing and go back to what we're talking about, which is the scholarships. So now, on successful completion of the IFD course, you have different, you have so many things you could do. It's up to you. And majority of our learners would want to progress to, higher studies. Maybe they want to go and do a course in law. You want to study banking, you want to study finance, or you want to study, health and social care, or nursing, or dentistry. Whatever your choice of course, you have to pass. You have to pass the course. And We'll support you all that we can to pass. We'll help you. We'll give you all the tuition you need, all the support you need. But one thing we're not going to do is we're not going to cut corners. We're not going to, if you have that in mind, don't just bother coming to us. So we're not going to cut corners. We're not going to, pass you if you do not pass, because this is a standard course. It's been highly standardized. So we have to meet the requirements. So you need to put in the work, you need to put in the effort, you need to attend classes, you need to meet the minimum hour requirement for completion of that course. So it's a lot of work. And I'm not saying this to scare you, but I'm saying this to prepare your mind, because when you're coming into it, you should be prepared. You should know what you're coming for. I'm not just going to tell you, wow, these are all the benefits. This is what you can get. This is what you can gain. Yes, there is something to be gained. There are lots of benefits to be gained, but there is a process, to follow to get the benefits. So I've taken you through the process. I think I skipped the requirements. So for you to be successfully enrolled onto the IFD course, you need a minimum of 5 credits. So I'm just going to look at the frequently asked questions. Mr. Pascal said, can someone with a NAPTEP result apply for the IFD? Yes, of course. The NAPTEP is equivalent to your secondary school leaver certificate or a level 2. So if you have a NAPTEP, you are most welcome. You meet the requirements. And then somebody is asking, after the IFD, can a student work and study as an undergraduate? So it depends on the country. Like we said, the IFD is not limited to the United Kingdom. So if you're going to a country that your visa requirement allows you to work as an undergraduate, then of course you can work as an undergraduate. So it's country specific. Number 3 says, can I study from anywhere in the world? Yes, you can study the IFD from anywhere in the world, because like we said, it's online and blended. However, for you to write the exam, you need to be in Nigeria. So you cannot take the exam remotely. The exam cannot be taken remotely. So we have checked with NCC, and they said the requirement of the exam, because it's an OFQA regulated, award, the exam must be taken under strict supervision. So you need to be on ground to take the exam. And number 4, the question to number 3 answers number 4. Will I sit an exam? Yes, you will sit 2 exams. Pascal, correct me. I think you will sit 2 exams because there are 2 semesters. So you have a first semester exam. At the end of 3 months of lectures and tuition, you will have about 2 weeks of exam. Then you have like a 2 weeks break, another three months of lecture, 2 weeks of exam, and then you start to await your results. So during the time when you're doing your second semester, we can start applying for universities. We can start advising you about the different universities options that are open to you. So you don't have to wait until you finish the course before you apply for universities. So if you're here and you're targeting January, or you're targeting fall, maybe you want to go to the USA or Canada, so we can actually start applying for you once your first semester result is out. We can start using that to apply with predicted grades. Okay, so now let's go into the scholarships. So for the United Kingdom, I said you have scholarships, full undergraduate scholarship, merit scholarship. So it means that you would have, passed your exams and you would have done well. So you have full scholarship with board and tuition. It's a full scholarship. It's not a part scholarship, and it's available to students that have had an have had a foundation degree or a UK recognized qualification. So that is Simon's University. We have the University of Stirling. We have the University of Bristol. We have Goldsmith University, Cranfield University. Cranfield University, actually, they're expensive, but they give very good undergraduate scholarships. And we have the Exeter and Westminster University. Westminster is another one that is quite popular with scholarships. So one of the things that we're going to do when you're on the IFDs, we're going to expose you to all the scholarship and support your scholarship application. So we'll support you with your personal statement writing, with your portfolio building, and, projecting yourself for this scholarship, because scholarships are by no means very competitive. They are by no means an easy feat. But if you understand what you're doing and you understand the techniques of how to get a scholarship, then you will not have problems. I'm sure I've said this on almost all my live videos that I am a scholar myself. So I came to the United Kingdom on a scholarship worth about £50,000 at the time, over 10 years ago. And I got a scholarship, although a master's scholarship, to study at Imperial College London. However, I've assisted so many people, countless number of people, to get scholarships, sixth form scholarships, secondary school scholarships, university scholarships, master scholarships, PhD scholarships, not limited to the United Kingdom. So now I'm going to move to the USA. The USA has lots of scholarships. The USA has like 10 times more scholarships than the United Kingdom. And it's actually, I wouldn't say easy or easier, but if you know what you are doing, you can actually, maximize the opportunities of scholarships in the United Kingdom, in the USA, sorry. So before I talk about the scholarships in the USA, I want to say something. So you have different kind of scholarships. You have some scholarships that are open to international students, and you have some scholarships that are for home students only. So the scholarships I'm talking about are undergraduate scholarships for international students. So whilst home students will have like lots of bursaries, access to loans, access to lots of scholarship, as an international student is a lot more competitive for you because you have fewer scholarships. However, if you know what you're doing and if you know how to leverage on the course that you are on, being a globally recognized qualification like the IFD, then you should be on your way to getting a scholarship. So now there are different kinds of scholarship. We have merit-based scholarships. So a merit-based scholarship is a scholarship that is based on your GPA, your grade point average. So some scholarships will say you need to score 4.5 and above, to qualify. That's a merit-based scholarship. So you have to have a very good, maybe IFD score, or you have to have a very good, like in the case of the USA, they have what they call the SATs. You do your SATs, you do your TOEFL. So there are benchmarks. Maybe some schools will say 1,200 SAT score will qualify you for a scholarship. So you need to meet the minimum requirements to qualify for the scholarship. So a merit-based scholarship is not automatic. It's based on merit. Okay, so if you have any questions on anything I'm saying, because I'm just talking a lot, just drop it in the comment section. And Pascal, if you preempt questions that could come up, when people are watching later, you can also ask questions on behalf of those that are not here now. Okay, so we've talked about the merit-based scholarship. Now let me talk about the achievement and talent-based scholarships. So some scholarships are based not just on merit. Of course, you need to pass your IFD program. But if you don't pass very well, maybe your academic is not too strong, you just passed by a scratch, you just managed to pass, they could consider other things, which is what I call your portfolio. How strong is your portfolio? So maybe I'll be running master classes on like building a strong portfolio for those that do not join the IFD, or maybe you have your undergraduate degree or you just want to apply on your own. I will consider it, if I have time, to talk about how to build a very strong portfolio to, maximize your chances to get a scholarship. So in terms of your portfolio, you want to look at your talents. Maybe you're very good at sports, or you were good at sports and you had some award in sports. You want to look at your interests. Some scholarship will give people that are good in singing. You will be so surprised and just say, can singing give me a scholarship? Yes, there are very huge scholarships for people that can sing and be part of the orchestra, because universities are like communities and they need people that will come and contribute to their community. So if you can prove that you have a talent that will be beneficial to the university community, they could consider you for a talent-based or achievement-based scholarship. So it doesn't have to be based on merit only. But again, I will say it all depends on portfolio building, how you can package your portfolio and how you can package yourself, how you can even know what your achievements are, how you can write them down, and how you can and sell yourself, so to say. So I'm going to also talk about the needs-based scholarships. So the needs-based scholarship, mostly called bursaries, but in some countries they don't call them bursaries. In the UK they call them bursaries because they are means tested and they are based on need. You just have a need, you have a financial need. Most needs-based scholarship do not work alone because there is no free lunch really in life. Is a saying, not that I believe it, but there is a saying that there is no free lunch in life and life is give and take. So for you to get something from someone, there is something you need to give. You need to be adding some kind of value. So even though you are applying for a needs-based scholarship, a financial-based scholarship, a means-tested scholarship, and you are telling the school that I don't have the means to afford these school fees and I need financial help, I need financial assistance, as they call it in the USA. What the school is going to do is they are going to look at each application on a case-by-case basis. So let's say Mr. A is applying for a needs-based scholarship and his academic result is not too strong, but he's very good in sports, or is good in music, or is talented in instruments, and he can contribute to a certain orchestra or community in the school. They can take your application further. But it all depends on how you project your talent and your achievements, okay, and how you are able to project it. So that is one. So needs-based does not work on its own. No matter how they tell you that we are just only considering needs, I don't really believe it. I believe that every school, every university, every organization is looking for someone that can add value. So you need to look into yourself. You need to think about yourself. Apart from my academics, what other value can I add to this university? What value can I add to this school, to this college, to this organization? Because people want someone that can add value. And if you are someone that cannot bring anything to the table, they may get another application that is stronger than yours. That is why when they are writing letter, they will say, in this competitive field of applicants, we got some very strong application. So what that strong means in quote is that they got people that could bring value to them. Okay, so when you're thinking of applying for scholarships, you need to think of what value you're going to add to the university. So part of what we are going to be helping you through that 9 months is building a strong portfolio. I'm not going to promise that everybody that comes on the course will get a scholarship. No, I can't promise that because I'm not the one awarding scholarships. I'm not the one giving scholarships. All I can say is that we will support you in your applications. We will advise you if we think that you have a strong portfolio to apply for a scholarship. So we're not going to come here and make promises that we cannot keep. But what we are saying is that these opportunities are bound. And if you know how to position yourself, you can increase your chances and maximize these opportunities that you were not aware of. So for the United States of America, we have the merit-based scholarship, the talent-based scholarship, and the needs-based scholarship or financial assistance in so many schools. I can list over 50 schools for you here. But as part of the course, we're going to be having regular, support sessions and CV building sessions, master classes, and you'll be exposed to all this. But I'm just going to name some of them here so that you can also go and do your research on what I've said. So the University of Memphis offers undergraduate scholarships and fee waiver. They say they do fee waiver, and their SAT score, minimum SAT score is 1,200, and you need an IELTS of 7. So as part of the IFD program, we're going to be tutoring you on IELTS and registering you for the IELTS as well. So you also have University of Minnesota. I've actually been very successful, in getting scholarships, full funded places to the University of Minnesota. So the University of Minnesota is one generous university with scholarships. Cornell University is another university that gives undergraduate scholarship. Lots of candidates from Nigeria, from Africa have been beneficiaries of undergraduate scholarships to the Cornell University. Clark University also gives, and Berea College gives, although I don't have any direct experience using Berea College, but from research I saw that they give 100%, but I have to put a caveat on that. I do not have any direct experience using Berea College, but I have just seen from my research. And then another university that I have direct experience is the Illinois State University. They give scholarships, and they give very good scholarships. And especially if you have any sporting talents, they are very keen to hear from such people. So these are a few of them. Time will not permit me now to go into Australia, Europe, Asia, because I have other things lined up. So what I'm going to do is that maybe I will host another Zoom session or a master class to really bring out all the scholarships and what the scholarship committee is looking for in a scholarship, and how to maximize your scholarship application. So we can take that forward in a Zoom class so that I can share easily and I can really talk one-to-one and see who I'm talking to and explain and show you how to get scholarships. Being a scholar myself and having applied for a scholarship and being successful and helped so many other people to get scholarships at different levels. So I hope that this video was beneficial to someone. I hope that you learned something from this video. It's been over 40 minutes of talking. So please, if you can give me a like, if you can drop a comment, if you can share, if you can subscribe, if you have not already subscribed. Let me see how many likes we have. So I can see we have several people watching and we have just one like. So if you have benefited from this video and if you have learned something, please, you will do well to just hit the like button. If you've not subscribed, maybe you're coming across this channel for the first time, just subscribe, like, and share. Maybe this does not you're not looking to do an IFD, or you're not after a scholarship and you feel that this does not refer to you, or you can also share with someone. You can be a blessing to someone that just share this video with them. Let's spread the word. Let's help one another to achieve our goals, our dreams, and our desires in 2023. So take care. God bless you all, and I will see you. I'm signing out from this live stream, but I will be back again with more useful and insightful videos that would benefit you. And I'll say take care. Bye for now. Bye. Thank you.